Welcome back. Most people talk about the latest $6,000 camera or $2,000 lens. Well, I don't. I talk about the things no one else talks about, like the practical things that we really need in everyday life. For example, what if you want to put a light really close to the ground? And how? And why? Well, why is, for example, I'll give you several examples. For example, let's say you want to have a light behind my head here. Like that. You want to have like a spotlight behind my head, and you want to have a light really close to the ground. Like this. How do you do that? Or let's say you're standing up and you want to have a light below you so you don't have this unflattering light coming from above and all these shadows underneath. And you want to have something like this. This is a softbox strip that's kind of wide, and you want to have it here so it lights you up from below, or you want to use something even bigger but really low, like a big softbox like this. You want to have it low to the ground. Now this isn't really low to the ground. Let's say you want to have this light down here. I mean, you can just set it on the ground like that, but what if you want to have it so you can like literally manipulate it and have it just a few inches off the ground so you can swivel it and stuff like that. What comes to most people's minds when they think of low light stands, they think of something like this. This is by Dracast. It's a light stand and it's kind of low to the ground, but I want to get lower than this. I want to have like literally like 4 inches off the ground. So this is what most people think about. There's little things like this, little tiny little ones, but they have a problem. These little guys here, and they're about 20 bucks a piece. And these are by the normal light stand companies, Impact, Neewer, ProMaster. The common problem that these ones have is these feet are not very, they don't go out very far. So if you want to put something big and heavy on there, what's going to happen is it's front heavy and it's going to fall over. This is not very stable. You want to have legs that go out like this far. And that's where we start getting to the unique things that Marcus has had an obsession with recently, like this. What's cool about these is they collapse. So this is what it travels like. And it's pretty darn heavy because this is solid metal. It's very, very heavy duty. It's not plastic. And then you put your spigot, whatever size you want, in there. And then you open up the feet. They lock into place, and here you go. Now you have something that you can stick something that's really top heavy onto, and it won't fall over. So that is really cool. This is a foldable Kupo backlight base stand for $28. I'll put the links down below for everything. Okay, then we also have this thing here, which is kind of cool. This has wheels on it, which you can take the wheels off to make it another 1.5 inches lower, but this one you can wheel around. So if you want to have your light on something like this, that you can wheel around. This one comes from China. You can tell by the cute name, Nice Photo. They have the funniest names. This is called an 8-inch low floor light stand. I got it on eBay from China and it's $80. And the cool thing about these is they fold. You take this plate here underneath, or loosen it, it folds. I kind of like these. They're very, very heavy duty. These things are actually quite well made for what they are. And let me tighten this up. And if you want, there are, as I showed in previous videos, you can take this out. There are different lengths of rods that you can put in here to lengthen, raise or lower the light depending on what it is you want. So you can make it higher or lower. But now we're getting to the height of the other ones that I was showing you, but this one you can wheel around, which is really cool. So that's kind of cool. But let's say, I know you're going to laugh at this. What if you want to get even lower than this? Is this even possible? Yes, it is. And this is what I'm about to show you here. This is what they do in Hollywood. Oh, real quick, one other thing. Here's something that really, really heavy duty. You have the big giant, this one's really, really heavy duty. I'll put the link down below for this one, but I think this is something most people aren't going to use because this hole is too big. Most people use something that's, the standard 5/8. But anyway, so I'll put that down below too. But let's get to the ones that are really, 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 really low to the ground. So low to the ground that Yes, lower to the ground than that. All right, these are called baby plates. You can get them at Modern Studio Equipment. This is what Hollywood uses. Now you notice they have holes in them. You have the receivers, and you have this is called a baby pin, 5/8 inch. There's different versions of them, and what you do, you screw it into a piece of wood, plywood or something, or a pancake, like here. Now, look at that. Look how low you are to the ground. This is what they do in Hollywood in the movies. If you have something really big and top heavy, then you use a sheet of plywood. I mean, you can get as big as you want. You have the 8 feet across. So that is really cool. And you can get them, you can get even lower if you want by having just a single thread screwed into there. That's about as low as you can possibly get with having something screwed into something. You can screw these things into the wall. You could like literally take this thing, screw it into a wall. If you have a wood floor, the floor, or into an apple box like this, or a tree if you're outside, you know, you can screw it in an apple box like that, like that, or, you know, a quarter apple, or in the case here, these are called pancakes in the industry. So you can see here, this is what, there's different thicknesses of apple boxes that you can get. So now I can attach, swivel it, I can tilt it however I want. This giant big thing isn't going anywhere. How cool is that? This is how you get lights really close to the ground. Yeah, you can use things like this, but these are not very low to the ground. And the feet are not very, the smaller the light stand is, the shorter the feet are, the legs. So you want to get something that has wider legs. So I suggest these things here or the baby plates. I'll put the links down for everything down below. I hope this made you go, hey, that's cool. Thanks, Marcus, for showing us stuff that nobody else shows us. Yeah, well, maybe the next video I'll show you a $6,000 camera, but hey, everybody else is doing that. This is the kind of stuff that I get excited about because it's fun. This is the kind of stuff that I love tinkering. I like playing around with mechanical things. And I grew up on a farm, you know. I like to build things and take things apart. So that's my fun. So I'm sharing my stuff with you. I hope you like it. I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay good and stay healthy. Bye-bye.